Well, it's Uncommon Fossil, and I have been looking for a deck to play that's based around Melanie, which is a trainer I like a lot. What it does, if you're not familiar, it accelerates a water energy from the discard pile to one of your V Pokemon, and then you draw three cards. So a very nice card. Played it with a number of different Vs in the past, and just looking to play it again now. And then came across this deck that actually came in third place at a regional event in Poland recently. So a very successful deck and a very smart approach to using Melanie around a Palkia and some other Vs. So it's got some options in it, which I like. I like that kind of box style deck. A little flexibility, but it features a 3/3 Palkia V Star, so that is the focus of the deck. Subspace Swell does 60 damage, plus 20 more for each bench Pokemon, full bench on both sides. Gets to 260, which obviously slightly short of what you want for some things, but it's a very nice number to hit. You don't discard energy, 280 HP, not bad. And it's got the star portal ability that opens up some different options as well. During your turn, you may attach up to 3 water energies from your discard pile to your water Pokemon any way you'd like. So only to, I believe, your water Pokemon. And only water energy, that's all we play in this list, so that's not an issue. But so we have options. It can have power up itself, other Palkias, or your other attackers. We do play one Radiant Greninja, largely for the draw, and plus you want to get energy in the discard pile to be able to accelerate with both the Melanie and Palkia's V-Star ability. Concealed cards, right? You discard energy, draw 2 cards, so that's a nice little engine there. But also, because of Palkia's ability, you can attack, at least have the threat of attacking with Radiant Greninja. Moonlight Shuriken does 92 of your opponent's Pokemon, can be both on the bench or active in bench. For Water Wild Colorless, you discard 2 energies, so you're down to 1 energy the following turn, so even if you're not knocked out, you probably can't attack again. You can probably use it once per game. It's a nice threat. The fact that you can't stream attacks with it with this build means it's not the way you probably want to go, but it's nice threat, and it may come in useful too. What else does this play for attackers? It plays one Suicune V, a very nice attacker. It's a basic. Palkia V-Star does more damage. The attack on Suicune V, Rondo Blizzard, does 20 plus 20 more for each bench Pokemon for water colorless. So same energy cost. It does, actually it's a colorless, the attack cost besides the water, but that doesn't matter with this deck. Does 40 less damage, but it's a basic, so sometimes we can power this up easier in one turn. You can get into play, Melanie, attach, and away we go. It also has fleet-footed ability. Once during your turn, if it's Pokemon's in the active spot, you draw a card. That's nice. Not really what it's here for, but when it's in the active, take advantage of that draw for sure. And then a 1/1 Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX, which I've enjoyed playing in the past. Just one copy. It's a tanky guy here at 320 HP. So sometimes it gives up 3 prizes, but depending on the math of what the damage levels are, this can be the better attacker. 2 attacks, both of which you want to keep in mind. Ride of the High King for 2 energy, 2 colorless, but again, doesn't matter for this deck. It does 10 plus 30 more for each opponent's bench Pokemon, so a full bench does 160. So you can knock out some single-edged Pokemon with that first attack, and you want to take advantage of that when you can, because then the other attack, Max Lance, does 10 plus 120 more for each energy discarded, up to 2. So it does 250 max. That's kind of the numbers this deck can hit, but which is still a solid number. But you don't want to use it when you're going to get one shot, right? You want to make sure you use it in matchups where you get the advantage in the prize trade. So nice options there. It plays 1 copy of Chen Pao. Obviously, you can attack with it either by manually attaching or using Palkia. It does 60 per energy discarded from the Pokemon. We don't really want to do that because it's tough to get the energies back. But it's mainly here for Shivery Chill. Once during your turn, if the active spot, you can draw 2 basic water energy. It is useful, helps you get going with the deck. Let's see, other water Pokemon. We do play 1 Lumineon V, Luminous Signs ability, or Luminous Sign, singular, sorry, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to your bench, so don't nest ball it, and don't play it when my Spiritomb's in play or Path to the Peak's in play. You search your deck for a supporter card, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. So you reveal it too, which you always do when it's searching for a particular type of card. you always have to reveal it to your opponent because that way your opponent knows you're not cheating. If it just says search for a card, like with Arceus's V-Star power, you don't reveal it. If it's some limitations on the card, you have to reveal it. And you can attack with it. Aqua Return does 120 for 3. You shuffle the Pokemon and all cards attached into your deck. You might, if you have to get the energy on it. You can Melanie, use some in there attaching Palkia's V-Star power. It gets it out of play in terms of getting knocked out. It is, I believe, the lowest HP of the multi-prize Pokemon. And if you get it back in the deck, you can reuse it on another turn, too. So those are pluses there. We also play one Mew EX. It gives a pivot, of course, which is nice. If you get knocked out, you send up the Mew as you think through and see what resources you draw into on your turn. And it does have restart ability. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 3 in your hand, so a potential draw there. And then Genome Hacking ability. With 3 energy attached, you copy one of your opponent's attacks, opponent's active Pokemon's attacks, which can be useful too as a threat. Then we play 1 copy of Mew, just Mysterious Tales, let you search, look at the top 6 cards, put an item into hand, so can be useful. I will say, I've copied the 60 exactly. Oh, the player, it was Luke Kirkham, I believe. You can take a look on Limitless. As I said, it was the event in Poland, came in 3rd place. But Luke Kirkham, it is his deck, so my apologies for not mentioning that sooner. But Mysterious Tales, look at the top 6 cards, put an item there into your hand. You have to switch or retreat out of the active, so you can't get your supporter with Mew, which is really what's most important with this deck. But obviously, opponent that Luke did very well with that card in deck. And then Spiritomb, I think largely here for Mew. It shuts down other Lumineon Vs as well, which, again, as I said before, be careful. Don't play your Lumineon V if Spiritomb's in play. It has the Fettered in Misfortune ability. Basic Pokemon V in play. Both yours and your opponents have no abilities, so shuts that down. I will say that the deck that won the event was Snorlax stall deck. So having this Spiritomb can attack, and actually it goes back into your hand. Put this Pokemon and all attack cards back into your hand, so that's not too bad. The Mew you can't attack with the energy cost, so that's a card that your opponent can get stalled in the active. So if you're worried about stall, I might drop the Mew for that reason as well. Anyway, and even maybe the Mew, its energy at cost. I'd prefer to just keep it with the water's attackers, I gotta say. All right, anyway, 9 basic water energy. We don't need a ton of energies because we're getting things from the discard pile with Palkia and Melanie, but we've got to get those energies into hand in the first place, right? That's kind of the question there. So let's get through the trainers. A solid list makes a lot of sense, I think, here to me, as someone that's liked playing these Melanie-based decks in the past. But this is a nice update for where we're at today. 3 Trekking Shoes, a really good card. Look at the top card of your deck. You can put it in your hand, or you may discard it and then draw the next card in deck. So you can see 2 cards potentially. You have to discard the first card if you want to see the second card, but you don't have to discard it. If it's a water, you need water in the discard, it's good for that. Or just kind of get rid of some card you don't need. So I like it for sure. 2 Escape Rope for switching, as well as 3 switch cards, and 4 cross switchers, which provides Gust as well as switch, right? Cross switcher, you have to play 2. You switch your opponent's benched with their active, then you switch your active with your bench. You switch your opponent, then you switch yours. The way they word it, your opponent's bench to active, yours is active to bench. I don't know. Maybe there's some special logic behind that phrasing, but it does, it's a boss and a switch combined. Irida, 4 copies of Irida is really nice in these water decks too. Search for a water Pokemon and an item, reveal and put them into your hand. So 4 copies of that. 4 copies of Melanie, like I said, accelerate a water from the discard, draw 3 cards. The other supporter is just 1 copy of Boss. No Pal Pad, no way to recover it. But you switch your opponent's bench from bench to the active spot. Of course, we have the 4 cross switchers, which acts as 2 additional Gusts as well. 2 Nest Balls, get some basics in play as the game goes on. 4 Battle VIP Pass, obviously go second. Irida's a good way to grab that for sure. Or with 4, you kind of need to get a Battle VIP Pass early on. Otherwise, you're probably going to have a tough time setting up. Otherwise, you could reduce the Battle VIP pass up your nest balls so you have some draw later on. In terms of Pokemon search, we also have 3 Ultra Balls. Discard some energy as well, or discard any 2 cards, maybe energy, of course, and search your deck for any Pokemon. We need that, obviously, for the evolution, the Palkia V-Stars. That's the card search for that. In terms of discard and energies, Earth and Vessel, 2 copies of that obviously makes a lot of decks better. This deck used to play Capacious Bucket, which was just search for 2 waters. That was nice. This searches for 2 energy cards as well, 2 basic waters as this deck is built. And you discard 1 card from hand, which of course can help us because we do want energies in the discard pile. All right, getting back to where we were. 2 Lost Vacuums. I want to get Path out of play for sure, or a tool, right? You Lost Zone a card, and then you choose a tool or any Pokemon or tool that's attached or stadium in play and put it into the Lost Zone. So useful there to counter things. We just play 1 stadium ourselves, so Lost Vacuum's the main way we tackle Path to the Peak. And actually, you can't search with Irida for a stadium anyway. So I guess Lost Vacuum makes even more sense when I think about it that way. But Collapse Stadium's useful for ourselves and makes sometimes things difficult for opponent. It may help your opponent, so just think about it. You can only have 4 Pokemon on the bench. If you have 5 on the bench, you get it out of play. So a damaged Pokemon, a Lumineon V, something like that. If you fill your bench, collapse it, get it out of harm's way there. Let's see, the Ultra Ball, switch, cross switcher, Earth and Vessel. The only other card I haven't mentioned is the Canceling Cologne. Until the end of your turn, your opponent's active Pokemon has no abilities. Certainly, it can shut down Manaphy if you want to attack with Radiant Greninja. You got to gust up the Manaphy, use the Canceling Cologne, make sure you have the energies attached, and you can use your Radiant Greninja. You can hit through any. It stops abilities, right? Or like a Mimikyu that's immune to damage from, say, multi-prize Roblox Pokemon. It stops that. Or if your opponent plays Spiritomb and you don't, you could gust up the Spiritomb and then use Lumineon V. So it has some options there. Is it useful often enough in this deck? I'm not sure. Those are some of the cards where I'm not sure that I would have built it that way. But obviously, Luke knew what he was doing, and as I said, he piloted it very well. So let's take a look at the deck and see what I can do with it on the ladder. All right, let's see what we can do with the deck. Hopefully I can show it off. I played it a few times already the other day, and the deck worked very well for me, I got to say. So I was very happy with it. I've played Melanie decks a lot. I really enjoyed Ice Rider. Played that a lot. So used to the flow of it. Want to go first because I have to evolve the Palkia. And Palkia is very good. And I liked playing the Suicune with the Ludicolo as a way. All right, so starting a Palkia, got a Battle VIP pass. That's nice. All right, this is a good start. So I might want a Trekking Shoes first. That's one of my... Okay, so up against Chien-Pao. All right, so let me make this play. Do I want Ice Rider in this game? I don't have recovery. So I'm going to grab him. I might just want him this game. I'm trying to think, right? Because he's tanky. He can one-shot. It's very tough for my opponents to... So Palkia, I guess I want the Greninja down. And I'm going to want the Mew EX down. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't want Spiritomb in play. He's not what I want. I don't think I want the Suicune V. So I have 2 Palkias in play. Let me get down... all right, let me get rid of an energy. I want to start getting energies in the discard for the Palkia V-Star next turn, hopefully, right? I hopefully can do that. What do I want down on the bench, right? That's part of my question. Palkia. I think I want to thin before Radiant Greninja. That's part of what I'm thinking here. Don't necessarily... Suicune could be good, too. Palkia is just better, though, right? Do I want... let's think. What's the Palkia situation in this deck? I have all 3. I'm going to toss down the Mew. Give myself a pivot, right? I like that, I think. I do like that. Okay, so it's a nice hand for next turn as well. Okay, got that's very nice as well. So I will attach somewhere, right? I don't think they're going to knock out my active, so I'll bench him, bench my Ice Rider, show my opponent that possibility. Okay. Not good. Okay, and then we'll just end turn there. I mean, I could really get down my hand and use the Mew, but this is a very nice set of cards. I have Palkia to get down. I don't play Manaphy, so I'm vulnerable to the Radiant Greninja, but my Pokemon are fairly tanky. So even the Radiant Greninja does not get one shot by the other Radiant Greninja, so I think I'm okay. I mean, they two-shot the MUEX, so potentially he's a liability in this game. I do like having the pivot, I think. So I evolve the active Palkia. I assume I can accelerate 2 energy. I guess I... All right, well, that's nice. So I have the knockout here, which is very... All right, so I'm going to Irida. I will get... do I have another Earthen Vessel? No. Okay. So what do I want to grab here? So I want a Palkia V-Star. And I want... what do I want? I will grab him, right? So I don't have energy right now. So I have to accelerate, I guess, which I don't love that. Okay, so let me make this play here. Now, actually, let me thin my deck out too, right? So get rid of this, get rid of this. Maybe I just... do I need something else down on the bench, actually? That's a good question, right? I guess I'll toss down another Palkia. I want to be able to play all these cards down. That's part of what I'm thinking, too. So thin out the deck. Always grab another Trekking Shoes, pretty much. I always think, so switch card. No, I don't need that. I'd like an energy. That's okay, but not ideal. I can accelerate, of course. Let me toss down the Palkia. Draw 2 cards. So I would like... I hit energy. So that's lovely there. Could have taken out the Frigibax, I gotta say, but that's okay. Those are nice cards for sure. So I think I'm going to want to attack with Ice Rider. I'm thinking. I think Ice Rider sounds kind of fun this game. So let's see. I will put 1 here. I'm going to put 1 on him, and I'm going to put 1 on the V. And I haven't attached per turn yet either, so that's good too. I will attach to... attach there. I get the 1 shot. I needed that extra bench Pokemon down, and this is where the Palkia damage level, Palkia, you want the Palkia, not the Suicune. It's tankier, and it did 220, which is what I needed. Look, there's a decent chance my opponent can one-shot me. I think I will attack. I'll send up the Mew is the pivot. I could have gone for the Radiant Greninja play, possibly. I needed to keep the switch, which I got rid of course. They need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm 5. So they need 5 energies attached, which they can obviously do. The Chen-Pao is a basic. I will attack with... I'm going to attack with my VMAX because I really like that play, right? Because, look, they're taking 2 prizes here. If they hit through the VMAX, that's 3 prizes. So that comes to 5, and then 6, 7, right? So I'm forcing them to take an extra prize with hitting through the VMAX, right? That's part of the advantage of the VMAX. Sometimes with the prize trade, Okay, they're gonna they take out the Mew. That's fine. Do I send up the VMAX? That's part of my question, right? Um, I might just do that, right? I've lost my switching card. I think I will send up the Ice Rider. It's a bit, in some ways, it's suboptimal, but in other ways, it is quite nice. So I can, let's think here. So I need the VMAX. I'd like to Melanie too, right? I'll get rid of an energy. All right, well, Boss is a nice option too. What do I do? I could gust up something else too, right? I kind of like the loot. Let me make those grabs. Let me grab the Ice Rider. Ice Rider's quite nice here. He one-shots. I think I'm going to attach to the active. If they blow up my active, I'm sad. I think I'm just going to do this. I tossed on the third energy because I'm obviously assuming I'm not getting knocked out. And now I can Melanie or I can just manually attach. I have more options for accelerating energy. That's my thought plan there. Sorry, I might be a little silent. Okay, Melanie and Irida. So I have a very nice hand. I might get, obviously, I'm vulnerable to Iono, which I don't play in this deck, right? For Melanie, for Irida. Obviously, terrific cards. I have the Boss. So let's see what they do here. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. So obviously, if they, well, I need an energy. So, all right, are they? I'm not sure where they attached there, right? Because they don't need to thin the hand for a concealed card. So I'm not sure about attaching that energy. It gives them the pivot. They probably have superior energy retrieval. They have the Chen Pao. So, question is, I need to fill up my bench though, right? Is what needs to happen. I don't, I'm not so oh, they can't knock me out, can they? I think they cannot. Oh no, they get 2 energies here, so then they can play superior energy retrieval. They need 6 times. They need 6 energies though to accelerate, which if they can, they can. And they concede. So I mean, look, I ran the risk. They got 6 energies, but even if they did, they didn't have game. And then I felt I had a decent. I needed to, I believe, fill my bench again to take the knockout. I had the energy already powered up, so I thought I was in a pretty solid position. Did I give myself the absolute maximum potential? I'd have to go look back at the gameplay, right, to figure that out. But I played it reasonably well, certainly, because it's a deck I'm comfortable with. Anyway, it's a deck I like, and certainly you should consider giving it a try. All right, let's see what happens here. Obviously I want to go first if possible. Okay, with the coin toss, that is always nice here. So far with the deck, I've won every game with it since I put it together yesterday. I mean, copied it. I net decked, obviously. I didn't. I don't want to make it sound. Do I want the Chen Pao in play? Right. He gets 2 energies for me, which is nice. I'm going to do that because I think at this point, I think I might need to just thin my deck, right? This is awkward for sure. Not loving this. This is not last game. I got a really nice start. This start's not as good. We will see what happens here. For sure. So hopefully I draw. Okay, Dark Earthen Vessel. So I'm just going to get a ton of energy into hand this turn. That's what's going to happen. Because it's really about thinning. I don't have a lot that I can do though, right? I need to... because I need to draw something besides energy, right? So I'll attach. I'm not in good shape, I gotta say. I think I attached to Palkia still. I'm pretty sure. And a end turn. Just I'm not. This is what I cancel clone does nothing to play. Switch. I mean, it's good to have. I obviously ended up with too much energy. A deck that plays not a ton of energy, 9 energy. I've now gone through 6 of my energy in my first turn, which is pretty insane, right? But I had Chen Pao to get 2, Earth and Vessel to get 2. So I've thinned the deck. That was the best thing I could do there, right? Just get all these energies in hand. I don't want them. If I get Iono'd, again, that's also good. Get the energies to the bottom of the deck so I draw something else. I believe I played 2 Earth and Vessel. Last game, I think one was prize. So Research, so Darkrai, Brute Bonnet, I assume Roaring Moon. They got rid of a V-Star. They can recover with their V-Star power if they get there. Look, I need to make something happen this turn. Is basically what needs to happen. Can I? I don't know. Don't know. So we will see. So, oh, this is not good at all. Not good at all. I think I have to. I mean, yeah, this is not good. So I will draw my 2 energy again, just to thin. I'm down to 1 energy in deck, though. That's terrible, right? I will attach. I don't want to accelerate this energy because it's not what I need. I'll switch and I'll just smack into them, and canceling clone doesn't do any good. Don't star portal yet. 120. If they don't evolve, I knock them out next turn. If they evolve, I can't knock them out unless they bench something. If they evolve, can they knock me out? I don't. I hope not. Right? I hope not. That's what I say. Assuming they have Roaring Moon, that can obviously one-shot me. They damage themselves. I potentially can attack with Chen Pao, with a Melanie, right? So obviously 4 Irida, 4 Melanie, didn't hit 4 any battle VIP past turn 1, so it can smack into me a bit. I don't think it's going to one-shot me. If they one-shot me, I probably just concede. I don't see much hope. Right now, this start has gone terribly. In the past, when I would have played a deck like this, I would have put it in a barrel engine. I don't know if that would have helped me or not. I don't know that the deck needs the Suicune V. It has certain advantages, but is a basic, right? The Palkia is, I think, always better. Once the Palkia is evolved to the V-Star, I think it's always better than the Suicune V. But, okay, so there... Well... All right. I mean, I can use my... I'm out of energies. I can take the knockout. I guess I might need to do that. It's not good, though. Hopefully I top deck something. All right, what do I want to get in play? That's part of my question here. I need something in play. Not the Lumineon V. I'll grab the Radiant Greninja. I just need to... Yeah, Radiant Greninja is definitely the play. Because I need energies in the discard pile. For one thing. So, that's not bad. Do I want to rope? I think I want to, right? I think I still want to wait on my V-Star power, right? I think I do. Hopefully they can't take out my Palkia, right? That's part of my concern. I believe I one-shot either of these guys, so getting rid of the Radiant Greninja, right? I believe I do. 140, let's go. All right, so I can attach to... I guess I attach to Chen Pao, I think. I think that's the play. So don't Star Portal, let me just take the knockout. and see what they do, right? Can they take the knockout? I'm still in a very more energy. Great, because I don't have enough energy in this game. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 9 energy? So I think I have one more prized, right? I didn't Chen Pao last turn because I do believe I was out of energy. I should have probably just Chen Pao to used its ability, whatever it's called, Shivery Chill, just to make sure I was out of energy. Because if not, I wanted to get that in hand, right? Just want to keep thinning. If they don't take the knockout, um, yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's not bad. I probably want to then accelerate energy this turn. I think I need to, right? I think I need to. Oh, I have the switch card. So that's nice too, right? Melanie's nice, right? Melanie's very nice. So now I can. So I want to. I need to draw. So let me accelerate one here. Palkia, thank you, thank you. I feel much better now. What do I have? I have 2 energies now. I think I want to. So what's he do? He does 6. So I'm going to swing into the Chen Pao, take the knockout, right? Let me just double check to make sure I have no energies here. I could Ultra Ball, but I think I'll wait on that for next turn to evolve that other Palkia, right? So let me just, what do I have? V-Stars. I have 2 V-Stars. Okay. Do I have? All right, that's fine. So I want to attach active. That's what I have to do. And I attack, right? I discard 3 energies, right? So I need 3 energies gone. So let me keep 1 on him in case he gets knocked out, right? Don't hit done. I almost hit done there. That would have been bad. 1 energy left on him. Okay. So that's okay. I have Palkia to accelerate those energies, so it's been a bad start for me, but it's been probably a worse start for my opponent. So okay, Irida, that's nice too. I have Cross Switcher, Irida, so I can get my second Cross Switcher to attack with something else if they take the knockout here. I'm at 100, so they can knock me out with their active Moltres. Okay, I mean they're getting going slowly. They're struggling as well. I'm ahead of them, I think, at this point. I'm still not loving my position, but it's improving for sure. I haven't used my V-Star power yet. That's very nice as well. I don't. I think I need to take out the active Pokemon, right? I believe I can do that one too. I might need to get another card in play though, right? Which I can do though. I can do that. Suicune V, that's very nice actually. So he takes the knockout here. I like that. I think let me bench the Suicune. I don't want to keep accelerating energies because I've got too many in the discard pile. So let me get Palkia. Do I have? And I have an V-Star. Let me grab. I don't have any energy in deck, right? So I don't want that. But I think grabbing another cross. I'll get my second cross switcher here. I could toss down the Mew. Do I want to get the Mew in play? Wait, do I have a Nest Ball? Let me just see here. I'll get the Nest Ball and get the Mew down. Why not? Why not do that, right? So evolve here. Do not use Radiant Greninja. So he's doing plenty. I will toss down the Mew. EX. I think I like this. I'm not going to lose with him. I just attach and attack. I have my V-Star power still. I have Lost Vacuum. I'm nicely set here. I'll just attack here. Don't Star Alchemy. So boom, big effects. The live is just not going well, but they keep upgrading these effects. Okay, good. God, that's my second cross switcher too. So I believe now. I don't believe there's a cross switcher in the prizes. I didn't fully pay attention. So let's see. I right now I might not have the knockout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100. Right. 1, 2, 3, 5. So that gets me to 160, I believe. So well, I'll send up the Mew, right? The Palkia. I obviously have the energy to attack with Palkia, which I think is what I want to do here, right? I need to get down. So I don't need Battle of AP Pass. That's a given. All right, got the Mew. All right, so I want to get down a Pokemon. I want to start filling my bench. That's basically what I want to start doing there, right? So let me grab. I'll grab a Palkia. Why not? And let me grab. What? I'll grab this guy here. So what's my damage output at this point? So I'll toss him down. Let me just retreat, send him up. I'm going to attack with him. He does the most damage, I believe. 160. So I will just bench him. I will accelerate, and I have game, right? I believe. No, I might be going up 10 short, which is very, very sad. So let me... Where do I attach energy, right? That's part of the question here, right? So I'm doing 180. There's nothing I can do to help with that. I'm coming up 10 short, which is sad. But they can't attack. If they attack with the Moltres, they lose the game. They have to they need to take 2 prizes this turn. They do take 2 prizes on my Mew. So maybe I should, maybe that was a big mistake there, right? So boss, yeah, I didn't think it through. I thought I was going to get knockout. I did not. I didn't pay attention like I should have. So learn from my mistakes. The Mew, I gave them a potential game. No, actually, they can't attack. I take that back. If they attack with Moltres, it actually goes to sudden death, which actually it's better to go to a sudden death from their standpoint than to take the loss, right? So are they going to retreat? I don't know. My opponents, I mismanaged that last play. Maybe I should have got down the Ice Rider. I don't know. I could have put the energy on the Suicune. It's awkward, right? It's awkward. Obviously, if they knock out my active, I lose. I have the switch. It's actually, they can't. I don't think they can boss, and they can't switch and disrupt my hand unless they play cross switcher, which I don't think they do. And if they do, they probably don't have 2. What's in their discard? So I think they're thinking now they're going to retreat. And the good thing about Mew, this is why it's the good thing about it. I'm still kind of debating whether I should have played. The single prize Mew is fine because I don't lose the game with him. It doesn't cost me. The Mew has free retreat, so they're gonna. Okay, they're taking things a little slow. I assume they're thinking and not just stalling. More energy helps with the Darkrai. So what are they gonna send up? Okay, so I need to get more damage. But I have game here because I have cross switcher, which they don't know that, right? I have cross switcher, I have free retreat. So I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to take a peek. I do 200, so I will cross switcher, which they may concede. And I have switch too, so drag you into the active, send you up, retreat back, and there we go. So should I have played the Mew? I don't know. Obviously, I didn't need the Mew because I had the switch card. So I think I was a little sloppy that last turn. I think, okay, so the Ice Rider VMAX was prize. So I didn't really consider the Ice Rider. I didn't think that was a play. I felt like the Palkia was the better play, and it certainly worked well. Didn't get a lot of Melanies that game. Got a lot of Iridas, but the Melanie, which accelerates, so I didn't get all the acceleration I would like, but had a very good game. Look, it's a nice deck. If you like Melanie decks, give this list a try. If you want to customize it, go ahead. I think there are things like if you're not worried about Mew Genesect, then probably Spiritomb can be cut. I'm still not sure about this Mew. It helps, but anyway, a very nice deck. Give it a try. Have some fun.